Hey, hello. I'm gonna try to do this all in one take, so I don't even have to edit this video. I'm just gonna load it directly onto YouTube. So, anyways, I haven't made a video in a while. Let's talk about sports cards. The way the things are going, everything's going. As usual, I still sell stuff on eBay. Sullivan Cards Collectibles. Right now, I'm selling a ton of GMA graded cards. Now, it's probably going to do that whole reverse image thing like it usually does. But here's Zion Williamson rookie card, graded 10 from GMA. I have this starting, I think, at $9.99 on my eBay. If you are curious what I'm talking about when I say GMA, I have a video on here about GMA grading. You'll see that they are kind of coming up. There's more and more cards being graded by GMA, and again, I don't get paid by GMA. GMA, if you want to pay me, that'd be awesome. I don't get paid by them or anything. I'm going to actually send some cards to this other one called HGA, which is hybrid grading. They make a really cool looking slab. I have, some cards like this that are really cool looking, and I think they'd look really cool in one of those slabs. Now, I'd like to say they're in that $20 range, $20 to $25 range a card, though, so that might change the difference. But here's the thing is, I was on, I'm on Reddit all the time, and I'm always trying to help new collectors, people that are just getting into the collecting game. I still sub to the sports card investor guy and stuff, and here's the thing is I get asked this all the time, and on Reddit it's this way all the time too. If you're getting into card collecting just to try to make money, don't. Like, you really need to like sports cards, and you need to like sports. Here's my biggest suggestion to you. First off, don't collect cards of a sport you don't watch or even understand. I do not watch baseball. I might watch 3 or 4 games a year. I know the big names in baseball. I know like some of the upcoming guys or something like that. And I'll collect some of their cards. But in general, when it comes to buying like baseball product, I buy like Top Series 1 when it comes out, the hobby box, because it's like $120. And then I'll buy Top Series 2. And then sometimes the update. That's it. Those are my like 3 purchases of baseball a year. I used to buy the hobby boxes, but this is, of course, before the card scalpers wipe every Walmart and Target out. Now, a lot of the Walmarts and Targets are now kind of finally, like, cracking down on it. It's like limit 3, sold on Friday, blah, 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 in the electronics department or something, and it'll limit 3. Now, what you're going to notice is a bunch of the scalper dudes just hanging out for like 4 hours, 5 hours in the Walmart, and then there's a giant line and everything's gone. But I mean, I guess if you want to go Black Friday style and you want to stand there, wait in a giant line, and then get your 3 boxes, cool. I'm hoping and praying that it goes back to where you could walk into the Target or the Walmart or Walgreens or wherever you used to kind of pick up your packs of cards every now and then, and just be able to get them off the shelf. I hope enough people bought tons and tons of NBA hoops and Panini Prism and stuff like that they're all going to get stuck with like thousands of dollars worth of blaster boxes that they paid $20 for, and they were selling for $150. I'm hoping that those $20 blaster boxes are worth $10 here in like 6 months, and they've lost their ass and they have to just call it good. I mean, already with the like having to wait in line and stuff, it's going to cut down on the guys that just drive from store to store to store to store and grab as many of the whole displays that they can. It's going to get down. That's going to go away. So that's good. But it's just annoying. I mean, like right now, like the newest football product that came out was Optic Football. I love Optic Football. I can't afford a hobby box of Optic Football. It is $809. The H2 box is $640. I can't afford that. I mean, I'm a married man. I can't afford that. And but what I can't afford is the blaster box or the hanger pack, and that's what I used to do. Is I'd go to Walmart and get the 9.99 hanger pack, and I'd get the 19.99 blaster box or something. Maybe I'd splurge and get the mega box, and that was like $60 or something, and that would be my like optic football for the year or something like that. Um, of course, that mega box is probably selling for 350 online, and that $20 blaster box is 110, and the $20 hanger pack or the $10 hanger pack's going for 40. So I'm not paying. I refuse to pay $40 for something that cost $10 yesterday when Walmart put it on the shelf. I'm not paying you $40 for it today because you went there and got it. I'm just not doing that. So, I mean, that's the state of that stuff. But anyways, that was my little rant on that. Didn't mean to really go on to that. But anyway, so luckily, like Walmart and Target and stuff are seeming to kind of do change that up. I'm still not driving to the store and looking. I mean, it's pointless to even go look at this point. I have a video where I talk all about that in the state of cards. But anyways, I'm on Reddit, and it's funny because there's the people that are like, hey, just got into this. I opened this box of hobby, NBA hoops, and they'll have like this one guy. He had all his cards laid out, just every card that was in the box, and he's like, which ones should I grade? And like, first off, it's hoops basketball, so and not knocking hoops basketball, right? But like, okay, your base cards, get rid of those. There's no reason to grade base cards. People that keep on grading base cards, for sale, PSA 10 NBA hoops Giannis Antetokounmpo 2019 NBA hoops base card. Why? Like, that's like $1, $2 card, maybe, to a guy that collects his Giannis. And even though it's PSA 10, what's it worth now? 15, $20? Like, let's talk about PSA, by the way. So, but like, oh, what I was saying though. So yeah, this guy's like, when should I grade with PSA? So I just gave him like straight up advice. Like, people are like on there like, oh, you should do all the Lamella, all the balls, all the Lonzo balls, all the something. When it comes to the rookie classes every year, they make a million of those rookie cards. There's a million Wisemans. There's a million Lonzo balls. There's a million, on the football sub. There's a guy that's like, look at all the Joe Burrows I pulled. I have 100 Joe Burrow rookie cards, and they're all regular ones, all the way to refractors, all the way to something. And I'll tell you right now, I sold a pile of them. The ones where he's still wearing the Ohio State jersey, or yeah, his Ohio State jersey, not even the LSU jersey that came in Donruss football packs, because I busted on this channel, like those ones where you get like 600 cards in a box. I sold those like for like $250 for like 3 of them, like $2.50, by the way, not $250, $2.50 raw, right? I mean, do you think like if you bought those from me for $2.50 and then you send them off to get graded and they come back tens, that they're worth like $800 all of a sudden? They're not. You're crazy. And so just because the person's a rookie and they're like a big name doesn't mean that that's the card you should send off to get graded. Sure, if you got the 1 of 1 card, or if you got the like super fractor that's the 1 of 1, or you got like a numbered to 25 on card auto of Joe Burrow, sure, grade that one for sure. If he ends up being great, then that's great. If not, you're going to end up being like me, who had a Mark Sanchez that was like number 4 out of 20 or something, on card auto with a piece of jersey. I held on to it for way too long, and I ended up selling it at some point for like $90. I probably could have gotten like 1,000 when he was like the top of his game, but I thought like he was going to go for a while, and that was a while back now. I know I sold a 1 of 1 card of some other guy that crapped out, and I got like $64, or something like that for it. Because I found it in my collection, was like, oh crap, I should have gotten rid of this years ago. But I mean, that's the thing. So if you're buying boxes, watching all these investors and these people like talking about how much cards are going up and stuff, and you think that you're going to just send them off to PSA, get them graded, and then you're going to turn that box that you paid $1,000 for into like $10,000, you're smoking crack. You're stupid. That's not how it works. I mean, if it was, then everybody'd be in it, and it kind of seems like everybody's in it right now. But everybody's going to lose their ass. So PSA, of course, everybody wants to do PSA. Everybody PSA, 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 because that's like the one that they know. Even at the shop, we get people asking questions about grading cards all the time. So PSA just recently raised their rates, if you didn't know this. So I have it over here on my computer. So value, which used to be $15, maximum declared value of your card could be $199, and it was a 20 card minimum, is now $20. They have a 10 card minimum though, so that's nice. They brought the minimum down, and you can do maximum declared value up to $499 on a card. But that's $20 a card. Now here's the thing: is PSA isn't even going to give you. They before were doing like, 1 week service, 20-day service, 45-day service. They got rid of that. That's not even on the thing anymore, because if you've graded anything with PSA, 45-day service hasn't existed in like 2 years now. So the value one is the 45-day service. 45-day service is gone. They are showing now, they're not even going to give you a time when you're going to get back your cards. But they'll show you when the cards that they've processed are, and it was June 9th. So all the cards that were great, that they were sent in up to June 9th now have been processed. So it is March 1st, March 2nd, whatever date today is. So think of that. That is June 9th. So that is, what is that? 9 months? 8 months? So you're looking at 8 or 9 months. I sent cards in January and in February, and I have full-blown no expectation to get those back by October, November. And those were when it was like $15 or something like that. They had like a special going on. I think they were $10 a card. I think I did them at that. But so the only time you're going to get your cards back anytime, the $50 economy and regular went up, by the way. The regular has no minimum, and the economy isn't available. It just says not available. That's the $50 per card. Not available. So your next option, other than waiting $20 a card, 10 card minimum, and waiting 8-9 months, your next one is $100 a card. For $100 a card, you'll get it back within, I don't know, what is the, I can't remember where I found it. $100, you're going to get it back in like 3 months. So that's the thing, is you go buy that box of Hoops basketball, and you're like, I'm going to do this Lonzo Ball plain rookie card. You're paying $100 plus shipping, plus insurance, plus all that stuff, and then you're waiting 3 or 4 months. So just think of that. Like, is that card? And the other mistake that people make all the time is like, oh, look, a PSA 10 sold for $600. Okay, just assume that your card's not coming back at 10. Just assume. I have a giant pile of PSA cards. I have very rare 10s. I sent in a whole bunch of vintage cards. Now, vintage cards is a whole different thing, because if they grade a 5, I'm pretty stoked. 5 and up. So I sent in some Barry Sanders rookies. 2 of them I knew were pretty thrashed, so they came back 5s, which was fine. I knew they weren't going to come back great. The other ones that looked really good, they came back 7s. So, that was when they was like $10 a card or something. So, at $10 a card, those 7s are going for $100. So, I made money on them. The 5s, $30 or something. I mean, I might make $10 profit on those cards or something, because I think that card will sell for $5 or $10 raw. So, I mean, you got to do the math on that stuff. Express is up to $150 a card. Super Express is $300 a card, and walkthrough, that's if you go to PSA and you hand them your card, they'll like literally pretty much do it that day. It's $600 a card. Now the maximum declared value goes up to like $10,000 on that, $2,500 on the Express, things like that. Is your card worth more than that? premium options, if you want one business day and your card's worth 100 grand, it's $3,000 for them to grade that card. If your card's worth $250,000, you know, if you got that Michael Jordan rookie that you think is going to like grade a 10 and you're going to be rich now, it costs you, they'll do it in one day. It's going to cost you $10,000. So, I mean, you know, when you see these people with this Michael Jordan rookie and you're like, oh my God, he got $500,000 for that guy. That guy flew to PSA with that card, handed them the card, paid them $10,000, got the card back the next day. So he got himself a hotel room, stayed the night, got the card back the next day and all that. So, I mean, think of that. Think of that. So, you know, but like I was saying, it's kind of just funny because on Reddit, I see it all the time where people, this one kid, he was kind of bummed because he had the Global Prospects Lonzo Ball card. I don't know if he pulled it just out of a pack or something, but he's like, I'm going to send this off to get graded. And it was like, don't send that. The Global Prospects is not a rookie. I mean, it is a rookie card, but that comes out of the draft picks boxes. Every card in there is a rookie card. And so it's a variant of a rookie card. There's probably 100 of them. That's like a $5 card. Like, don't take a card that sells $5 raw. I even looked it up for him. I was like, dude, go on to... The number one suggestion I give to people all the time, go onto eBay, type in PSA 9 and then that card, and then go into completed sales and see what a PSA 9 of that card sells for. That card that he had in a PSA 9 sold for like $19.99. Like to somebody like recently. You know, a buy now, $19.99, and then there was like a $17, and the highest one was like $32 or something. All right, is that worth spending $100 to get it graded, that $5 card, so you can sell it for $32? No. You know, now if Lonzo Ball goes crazy and for some reason those go big, then sure. But the other thing that you need to do too is go on to the Pop Report. You can go to psacard.com and look at the Pop Report. If your card is going to be, you know, a 9 and there's 18,000 of them, your card's not going to be worth shit. I mean, I hate saying that, but, you know, here. I don't know if I have any PSA cards right here. I don't think I have any PSA cards selling. But let's say these GMA cards are PSA cards. All right, so I got this... like, really cool. Again, all these are for sale on Sullivan's Cards Collectibles. Sullivan Cards Collectibles on eBay. Here's like a cool, look at this one. It's really cool, shiny. Ooh, you can see the colors of it. Matthew Stafford, this is a 15 of 50 gold insert from Majestic. Pretty cool looking card. You know, here's a Zion rookie. This is just kind of the standard rookie out of Luminance. You know, here's the thing is... all right, there's only 50 of these cards in existence, so 15 of 50. Now, this one came back from GMA as a 9. All right, but if there's a 9, and say these were PSA first off. Let's say you go onto the Pop Report, and there's 2 10s, and there's 12 9s, and then that's it, you know? Well, then, mine's one of 12 cards. There's only 4 or 2 or something going to be better than this out there. That makes it pretty good. Now, let's say this Zion, it's a GMA 10. Let's say it's a PSA 10. Let's say that there's 437 10s of this card out there. Well, there's 436 cards that are just as good as this one. So you're not, you know, where this one, there's, even though it's a 9, there's 14 cards or something total that are as good or better than it. This card's going to be worth more than this card. You know, it's just like a math thing. You have to really look at that stuff. So I have completely slowed down on buying. I've been mostly buying investor lots and stuff off of eBay. I've been selling lots of my cards as investor lots, and unfortunately some of them are going for crazy low. Like here's a investor rookie box. I think there's NBA rookies. It's a whole bunch of rookies. Now, again, I didn't throw in Zion's and Luka Doncic's and stuff like that in here, but it's all that. But it's 250 cards. A guy just bought it from me for, I think, $9. You know, that's the way I've been selling them. I've been buying those all day too. You know, when they're in that $10, $15, $20 range. Sometimes if I'll pay 60, $100 or something, if there's some like rookies that I really want in it. One guy had like a big investor lot of a bunch of Donovan Mitchells, and I always liked Donovan Mitchell, just like Jason Tatum. So I went in there and got a whole bunch of Donovan Mitchell rookie cards. I think there was like 42 of them, and I paid him like $130. So it's, $3 a card, and then I picked out like the 5 or 6 best ones because those are selling on PSA for about $100. I'm not going to send them off to PSA. I'll probably send them off to GMA because it's $8 a card. Maybe I'll get $50 because it's a GMA 10, $40, but even then I'm still looking at profit. And if I sell them for $40, $50, I've paid for the whole lot, and I can keep the other 30 or so, 25 of them or something that I can keep those. I have piles of cards in my collection behind the curtain there that are the same thing. I have 52 Bo Jackson Future Stars rookie cards. I have 27 Travis Kelce rookie cards, things like that. I have big piles of people's rookies. In the past, I've pulled out like what I thought were the best looking ones in them, sent them off to PSA. I would pay the $15 or $10 sometimes when they had like a special going on, get those graded and then I'd sell them. I sold some of my Travis Kelce rookies a couple years back, and I remember getting like $200 for them and being pretty stoked about that. Now those PSA 10 rookies are going for like $900. So, what are you going to do? But even then, I already had paid for my whole collection, and so that's why I have the rest of them still in my collection. You don't need to go get every card graded. You can sell cards raw. You can also buy cards in bulk, look for good deals. Like I said, I toss them out all the time on my eBay page, just because I need to process cards through my collection. If not, my personal collection gets way too ridiculous. I basically only keep like vintage players, Bo Jacksons, things like that. I keep any Barry Sanders I come across, any Cal Ripken Jr., any King Griffey Jr. I've been recently selling some of the King Griffeys because he's gone up. Any Calgary Flames card, any like young up and coming hockey player, things like that. I like hockey, so I collect hockey. I like football, so I collect football. I dabble in basketball. I've never been a big collector of basketball, but I have a lot of basketball cards just because I've never gotten rid of them. And I kind of don't really do much with baseball, other than like older baseball. And so that's what the thing is. If you're getting into this collecting game, first off, be a collector, actually like the sport and actually like collecting. Don't do it just for money. If you're going to do it just for money, go do that stupid... All right, here's another thing that you guys maybe have never heard of, all 10 of you guys that are going to watch this video. There's this thing called NBA Top Shot. Have you ever heard of this? It's stupid. All right. This is a total just dumb thing. Apparently the NHL's even thinking of doing this now. You buy it's cryptocurrency. It's basically what it is. It's a blockchain digital clip of a player. So if you bought the Kobe Bryant, whatever, it's going to be Kobe Bryant, dunking the basketball, like a 3-second clip of Kobe Bryant dunking the basketball. And you paid something like $150 for that clip. That's it. You own the blockchain of that little clip. The thing is at first when I heard about it, it was like, oh, okay, so I own that clip. Like, that is my clip. I can maybe, make money, like licensing the dunk or the clip, or if somebody uses it or something. No. We limited it to 1,000 people own this clip or something. Like, it's stupid. Somebody just recently paid like $150,000 for Jordan dunking the basketball or something on there. So if you want to get into the card game and just buy junk and just buy it to then sell it and hope you make money, go do your cryptocurrency dumb NBA Top Shot thing. Go do it. Like that. They're on that sports card investor thing. He just had a guy. This thing seems like a total scam. I don't know how. It's not a Ponzi scheme or something. It's a website where they're going to show you the PSA cards that they own, and then you're buying a fraction of that card. So then if the card goes up, then your fraction value goes up. and something like that. I mean, if you believe that kind of dumb thing and you don't think that's going to be a Ponzi scheme, I mean, I'll tell you right. I own 1,000 Michael Jordan rookies. They're all worth $1 million. So send me $1,000 and you'll own 1% of each of those. So that if they go to $2 million, you've like doubled your money. And I'll totally send you your money, right? Wink, wink. I mean, you know, I mean, so some of the stuff is kind of getting stupid, but hey, you know what? It's going to get the idiots out. So that's fine. And then I'll probably be able to go back to regular collecting of cards. And I won't, I used to, so my bread and butter, and I've said this before in videos, my bread and butter used to always be going to like garage sales, buying bulk lots off of people, flea market. Sometimes you'd run across cards at like thrift stores, junk shops, things like that, buying them, pulling out a couple cards. Maybe I'd make a couple bucks. Recently, I stopped buying cards off of Craigslist and stuff because every time I've given a guy $20 for a 5-row box or something, first off, they don't even want. I used to give a dude I knew $25 for a 5-row box. He did like apartment cleanouts and stuff, and he just loaded the cards into these 5-row boxes that he'd get, and then he'd sell them to me for $25. So I'd pull out some pretty good cards sometimes, and sometimes it was just like, maybe I pulled only $10 worth of cards or something. And maybe sometimes I pulled out $100 or $200 worth of cards. And that's what used to be my bread and butter. I'd sell them on eBay all the time. Trade them in at the card shop, things like that. Recently, those guys want like $300 or $400 for that 25, for that box that used to cost me $25. And then it's kind of funny when you go through it, you can obviously tell it's been gone through, because you're not going to come across any Frank Thomas rookies or even beat up Shaq rookies or anything. You're going to find nothing but junk in them. So the people have been going through those, and then they're just selling out their junk. I give away. You can always message me on here on eBay, or on Facebook, or even on eBay, and if you want to pay for shipping, I'll send you a flat rate box just full of common cards. I have a giant tub, almost full right now, again, of common cards. And what I do is I'll go get flat rate boxes and I'll fill them up. And I used to put them on eBay and put one penny, and then just charge people for shipping. And sometimes people pay like $1, $2, $3, or something like that. But usually they sold for a penny, and then somebody would just basically get my commons for free, and you could have fun going through them. They paid the $15 shipping or whatever, but that was usually it. Recently, I don't even do that. I just put them all in the boxes, and then I stick them in my garage, and I put them on Craigslist. And knowing that they're commons that I sorted through, I refuse to charge somebody. I always do put that I'm gonna charge, so I put like $5 a box or something, just to get the weirdos from coming and getting all, like hitting me up 24/7, because you're gonna get those all the time. But I'll usually put $5 a box when somebody's like, "Hey, I'd love to buy some of your boxes." That come in, they're like, "Okay, so $5 a box," and I'm like, "You can have them for free." And then they're like usually stoked, and they'll take all of them, and I'm like, "Take them, go ahead." Now the funny thing is that guy probably turns around and tries to sell them for $50 or something, or maybe he sorts them or something, pulls a couple cards out of it he wants or something, and sells them. But more power to him. Let them do that. Let them make their $5 or $10 on their little hustle. I'm not going to do that for $5 or $10. But yeah, so that's the whole thing on that. Anyways, I am going to open some cards. Not on this video. Tune in for the next one. I literally will probably log off of this and then open. I bought from Steel City Collectibles. I was going to buy these from the card shop that I work at, but my boss sold them before I got around to deciding if I was going to buy them. And of course it's a reverse image. I got 2017 Status basketball, and I got Ascension basketball. I got these from Steel City Collectibles. Now, the cool thing about Status basketball is these have the one auto per box on average. When these came out, Kobe signed autos, Kevin Durant signed autos, big players signed autos in there. So, fingers crossed that I hope I pull like a Kobe auto out of one of these. If not, the nice thing about 2017 is I'm going for Mitchell or Tatum rookies. So hopefully I get that. Same with Ascension. Ascension doesn't have like the big name players like that did autos, like Kobe and stuff, but they do have pretty sweet autos. And so I'm hoping that I pull like a Kobe or something out of one of these, and I'm hoping that I pull like a Tatum auto rookie auto or something like that out of those, and those will definitely get sent to PSA, and I'd pay the $100. So anyways, that's the thing. So tune in to the next video where I will be opening Status Basketball and Ascension Basketball from 2017. All right, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Watch that video. It'll be posting right after I probably post this one. Thanks.